Have you ever felt torn inside, caught between parts of yourself that just don't seem to get along, and wondered if this turmoil can ever lead to something positive? I've spent years immersed in Carl Jung's work, and through my research, I've discovered that inner conflicts are not just obstacles, but gateways to profound personal transformation. Jung revealed that when we face these tensions within us, we are actually encountering the very process that leads to authentic self-discovery and wholeness. Many people today struggle with feelings of division within themselves, fragmented identities, or opposing desires that cause anxiety and confusion. Jung observed these states firsthand in his clinical practice and understood them as the psyche demanding attention to unresolved issues and hidden aspects of the self. This is not just emotional noise, but a signal from the unconscious urging us to embark on a journey of integration and growth. Ignoring these conflicts only deepens psychological wounds, making transformation increasingly difficult. I have seen this urgency echoed across Jungian case studies where patients confronted their shadow selves, those parts of the personality rejected or denied, and found that the conflict initially felt like chaos before eventually unleashing tremendous healing potential. Jung called this difficult yet necessary engagement the process of individuation, the movement toward becoming a whole, unique individual. Jung's insight was revolutionary because he framed inner conflict not as pathology, but as a natural and essential part of psychological development. In my examination of his theories, I found that the core of this transformation lies in recognizing and embracing the opposed elements within us rather than suppressing them. Jung illustrated this with the symbol of the mandala, a representation of totality which emerges only when all fragmented parts find balance. A patient struggling with the opposing demands of conformity and rebellion discovered through active imagination techniques that each part expressed a deeper truth about their values and fears. Instead of seeing these as enemies, the patient began to dialogue with them, turning inner turmoil into a conversation that fostered insight and change. This reveals a surprising truth that conflicts are not merely to be resolved or eliminated, but to be understood as carriers of meaning. Jung argued that only by engaging consciously with our inner contradictions can we transcend limited self-conceptions and move towards psychic wholeness. This journey requires courage to confront the shadow, the darker, emotional, and instinctual material often buried beneath social conditioning and ego defenses. Jung developed concrete methods such as dream analysis and active imagination to access this unconscious content and facilitate its integration. Practical steps involve first fostering awareness of the inner conflict by observing emotions, thoughts, and dreams without judgment. This creates a safe inner space where the opposing forces can be encountered honestly. Second, it is crucial to nurture a dialogical attitude within oneself, allowing these conflicting parts to be heard and understood as facets of a more complex whole. Third, embracing artistic or symbolic expression helps externalize and give form to the inner tensions, which clarifies their nature and guides transformation. Jung believed that through these methods, the final outcome is not a forced synthesis, but a dynamic balance where contradictions coexist within a resilient self. Jung emphasized that this process is unique to each individual and unfolds over time, requiring patience and compassion toward oneself. Echoing Jung's conviction, I encourage those experiencing inner conflict to view these moments as the psyche working actively toward healing and growth. This perspective transforms distress into opportunity and empowers one to move beyond reactive patterns toward creative self-realization. In conclusion, Jung would urge us to remember that inner conflicts are the psyche speaking in its own symbolic language, inviting us to embark on the path of individuation. When embraced skillfully, they become the very catalysts that allow us to shed illusions and discover our authentic self. This realization has the power to transform how we relate to our struggles, turning them from obstacles into doorways leading to deeper meaning and freedom. My promise is that by applying Jungian methods, you can navigate inner tensions with greater clarity and emerge more whole and alive. Now, as we anticipate going deeper tomorrow, I invite you to join me in exploring how archetypes show up in your career decisions, an essential Jungian topic that reveals hidden forces shaping choices that define our professional lives. You won't want to miss this insightful journey. Please like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with these explorations of the psyche. Get ready for tomorrow when we uncover the powerful influence of archetypes guiding our path in the workplace. See you then for another meaningful step in understanding Jung and yourself better.